Okay, here we go. I just have to, I think I have to shift the camera a bit. Did I make it? No. Okay, here we go. Sorry if today's stream is a little bit more on the quiet side. I have a toddler who I thought was asleep, but it seems like he is still getting himself there. What is that? Oh, okay, that's no problem at all. Is this sound okay? Even though I'm just super quiet. Okay, sorry about like almost whispering. Yes, this is kind of an ASMR stream. Hi, pepperoni and soup, and welcome back. Today's gonna have to be a little bit more quiet. He seemed to be asleep, but now I can still hear him jumping around. And yeah, today is the day that I think I might just get that cap. I'm not sure if I or how many quests I still have. I want to check them out. I think I have still quite a bit to go, but I've also gone through quite a bit of quests. There's a lot, and I suspect that I'm not going to be having my cap today, but at least I want to progress through it a little bit. We have one last quest for this patch. So that's patch 2.45. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We have 8 quests. So maybe, if we try real hard, maybe we can do this after all. Before we do that, I would like to welcome our new addition to the family. This was Kryl, or I guess this is that it no no this is I'm very bad at this. That one was supposed to be Kryl. However, my son, when he came from daycare today, he instantly named it Happy, and he was like, "No, that's not Kryl. That is Happy." So now I have to forget that I ever named this little mouse, and he refuses to believe that that's a mouse. He also calls it a hamster as well. He just says, no, that's not a mouse, it's a hamster. It's a hamster named Happy, just so you know. How the cap initially did it the normal way, but got bored with the questline and skipped everything. I see. Well, I mean, some people just, are not a fan or fans of this kind of questline. For me, it is absolutely adorable, and I love these quests. And if you, I don't know, if you ever wanted to find out what the story was behind these quests, now you get to find out. I'm not gonna skip a single one because I am in love with them. And yeah, today I don't expect I'm gonna be finishing all quests, but maybe we'll see. If it's like I don't know, if I manage to do like, I don't know, let's say 4 quests an hour, which is an option, maybe we might be able to do this. Also, I decided to have her cover the chat here, because when I do extreme trials and whatnot, the chat just gets, it just gets weird, and I don't like having my camera on that side. So instead of the chat, you are going to be looking at something a little more soothing, which is Happy. Not Cryo, Happy. Alright, we're gonna continue with this questline today, and I'm sorry for the very much ASMR stream today, but that is the only way we get to do this. Anyway, this is the last quest of the. I will let you know. This is the last quest of patch 2.45, and next patch is the 2.5. So let's go. Let's do this. And how are you doing? By the way, sorry for not streaming yesterday. Yesterday, like I said, work days are never actually promised as live streams, and I wanted to stream yesterday, but we just had a lot of trouble falling asleep, and then I fell asleep and woke up at 6 in the morning. So yeah, that's how yesterday's stream got cancelled. I never even scheduled it, so technically I didn't cancel it. I never schedule Monday to Thursday because of these things. Sometimes they just happen, but what can you do? Anyways, why is my camera so bright? Speaking of cameras, Let me try and fix this. No, there's nothing to fix. That's strange. Never mind. Yes, she is currently sleeping, but she will be awake in no time. Guildmaster Prelate and Plot. The deputy post-Moogle finds himself with a pressing demand for an amenable adventurer. V, my loyal lackey. Your time is perfect, Kupo. Look what I just found crumpled up in the bottom of... look what just popped into my post bag. It's an official episode from those doughty defenders of Ul'dah, the Brass Blades. Needless to say, it must be delivered without delay. Oh, my button got reset again. It's like sometimes my keybinds reset. I don't know why. Do you recognize the seal? Any post-Moogle worth his salt knows what it signifies, an appeal for assistance. The Blades are not wont to ask for help, mind you. What they want, they usually take by force. These petitions are only sent when their inquiries lead them outside their jurisdiction. I see. This one is addressed to Kokobuki, Master of Thaumaturge's Guild. Those Blades are nothing if not plucky, I must say. If I suspected a thaumaturge of any manner of wrongdoing, I would stay well away. So hurry to Ul'dah, Kupo, and deliver the message before it's too late. We're gonna fix this first. Is it... There we go. Okay. I can't live without my properly bound buttons. Like, I could be doing anything. I could be doing extreme trials. I could be doing any of the 6.2 content, but I am just hopelessly drawn into the story, and I can't stop. So I am sorry. But this is what we're gonna do forever. Not forever. Today and probably tomorrow if I don't finish it. But if I do finish it, then not adventurers. I wanted the other one. It's Gondor Mara. Hello and welcome back. How are you doing today? Okay, here we go. That was the wrong guild. There we go. There we go. Okay. So Brass Blades recruiting them. That's weird. I don't know. Each of these stories is just so wacky. I don't know the Thaumaturge's Guild. Like, I haven't done the Black Mage quest, but I guess it would be more fun if I had done them. Ah, another aspirant comes seeking knowledge of the ineffable. You are fortunate, child. Of the 5 masters of this guild, thou led you to the wisest. Pardon? You came here for another purpose entirely. A letter, you say? It seems that the name of our bonekeeper... What's a bonekeeper? Prelate Yayake has been mentioned in connection with a Brass Blade investigation. Former guildmaster Mumwepo stands accused of fomenting insurrection against the crown, and they fear Yayake may have become embroiled in his vile plot. Mumwepo was convinced of embezzlement 5 years ago and sentenced to serve in the Colosseum as a noxious prisoner of the arena, made to fight until his debts are unpaid. He toils there to this day. When his crimes first came to light, it was the Sultana herself who pressed a heavy sentence to serve as an example of the consequences of corruption that would give them reason enough to hold a grudge against the crown. And it is true that Prelate Yayake was his dearest disciple before his fall from grace. It's not beyond the realm of possibility that he might attempt to involve her in his schemes. A swift and decisive investigation is called for, and I believe I know just the woman to carry it out. Oh, do not feign surprise. But why else would I go to the trouble of explaining the situation to you? Now, by way of a first step, I would have you speak with Prelate Yayake herself, probe her demeanor for any irregularities, and report back to me. So, are these characters that I would know if I had done the Black Mage quests? I wish I had. Because they would have been... Yeah, she's the guild receptionist. I would know these people. Feels bad that I don't, but what can we do? Like, this is, I think, the first quest that I've encountered where I don't know the previous plot. How dare you speak to me like that? Get out of my sight before I give you reason to regret your presumption. Oh ho, my presumption. I only presume to be able to enroll in a guild without being turned away by a bloody receptionist of all people. Your guildmaster will hear of this, you mark my words. Welcome to the Thaumaturgist Guild. Pray pay no mind to all of that. It's a guild matter, not that impertinent young fool has any place in this guild. Why are they so entitled? I find that I am quite at a loss as to how to deal with this latest crop of initiates. Most are wholly oblivious to the dangers of thaumaturgy. They imagine our out as pastime and would blindly embark on the path to oblivion without a moment's hesitation. Dude, if you get all of the jobs to level 80, you get an Amaro mount. Are you serious? You think someone's not gonna do the Black Mage quest because... what? If only they knew. I was here long before the brothers who serve as guildmasters today. For nigh on 15 years have I stood at this desk, ushering unsuspecting novices into the abyss. Yeah, they didn't greet me. They didn't greet me as someone they know, which feels a little bit bad. So I'm going to guess that that if I had done Black Mage quest, it would be different towards me. I have seen too many souls corrupted by powers they did not understand and could not control, so I have taken a stand. Any aspiring initiate who I adjudge to lack the necessary aptitude, I turn away. If that goes beyond a prelate's prerogative, so be it. What a gatekeeper. Too often have I seen the spark of enthusiasm in a novice's eye turn into the conflagration that consumes him. I could not simply continue to stand by and do nothing. You may report my conduct to the guildmaster if you wish. I believe that what I have done is right, and will take full responsibility for my actions. It is for the Council of Guildmasters to decide whether or not my conduct goes against the dicta of the guild. Final judgment on the matter would fall to the eldest of brothers, Master Kokobezi, I think. Well, there was nothing really weird about this. She doesn't even know his name. She doesn't know his name. I see. So Prelate Yayake has been turning away prospective initiates. I'd wonder why the number of new guild members have fallen so sharply. Now I know. Like, I think, like, I don't know, I thought that was within, I don't know, their spirit or philosophy, but apparently not. Apparently she was not supposed to do this. Could this be the bitter fruit of Mumapu's unseen labor? Might he be working through Yayake to deprive the guild of new blood, and thereby precipitate our eventual downfall? If so, it has been for naught, for while the quantity of recruits has undoubtedly fallen, their quality has soared. Each one is blessed with a natural aptitude for ethereal manipulation. Be that as it may, we cannot be sure of Yayake's true motives. We must learn more of her recent behavior. Pray speak with others around the ossuary and glean what clues you can. I can't remember their names because there's a set of brothers with very similar names. I see. Yeah, I would have known that if I had done the Black Mage quests. Sadly, the reward for getting all jobs to 90 is nowhere near as awesome. Isn't it like a hat or something? I think that's what I saw. Oh, okay. Now it's starting to make sense. I see. Prelate Yayake, she's been in the guild longer than any of us, and yet she's still only a bone keeper, propping up the reception desk. I wonder why she refuses promotion so stubbornly. She was a loyal supporter of the previous guildmaster, you know, right up until he was thrown out in disgrace. I suppose her feelings towards my brothers and I must be complicated, to say the least. That may explain why she still can't seem to get our names right. I'd always imagined it a simple lapse of memory, but now that I think about it, I can't help wondering if it might signify something. Could it be that in her heart of hearts, she has yet to accept us as her guildmasters? Oh, okay, so they're even giving us a backstory on why she can't remember. That's pretty neat. Can't wait to come back as an actual black mage. That's one of the few jobs that I have left. I think I'm getting there. Slowly but surely. My thaumaturgy is unfortunately still level 1. But there we are. So, you wish to learn about Prelate Yayake. There's but one thing to tell. She breaks her fast on thaumaturgical tests and subs on treatises. Treatises. I see. Is it a little bit dark here? 1 second. Oh, sorry. No, I actually didn't. I didn't blind her or anything. Okay, there we go. For your entertainment. Okay. Mayhap literally, if the guild librarians are to be believed. According to them, she has taken several weighty volumes from the ossuary, and has thus far failed to return a single one. Just what could she be doing with them? Okay. Well, maybe she's just a bookworm. I want to believe that. Still a lot further than anyone who hasn't even unlocked the class. Well, not a lot further, but you know, I'll get there. I'll get there. Prelate Yake, she always has her head in a book, a habit she picked up from Master Mumwepo, I believe. In the study of esoteric tomes, he was without equal, so skilled was he at extracting knowledge from the most cryptic texts that he was even able to bring several long-forgotten magics back to life. Such achievements prompted many to look past his more questionable activities, Yayake among them. Others, however, were not so forgiving. The truth is, long before his fall from grace, there were more than a few in the guild who regarded him with suspicion. Not Yayake, though. She has always been such an earnest, single-minded person, completely devoted to deepening her understanding of thaumaturgy. She saw only her master's genius. Okay. Well, I don't know if that's fully healthy. Doesn't sound too healthy, especially... Like, I don't know him, so I can't really judge and, like, give my opinion on this. I wish I had known the backstory of who he actually was. Oh, gods. I'm good for the money, I swear. Just give me a few more days. Oh, what's happened to you? What? You want to know if I've seen Prelate Yayake? No. Alright, yes. I've seen her a couple of times, heading through them doors over there, looking all shifty. Stuck out like a sore thumb, she did. That's a back way to the Coliseum, see, and she don't look like no fighter. Takes you down to where they lock up the obnoxious house. Oh, she must be going to see her master, right? I don't have a better way for the camera. Like, my camera's too small. But there we go. Maybe she's been paying one of them a visit. Yeah, she's probably like looking for the, well, not looking for, she's probably visiting her previous master, because he is, like they said in the Coliseum, he's like enslaved there or whatever. So that would make sense. My little bird returns. Tell me, what information were you able to gather about our prelate? I see. It seems Yake was more deeply enthralled to our predecessor than I first assumed. Maybe she loves him. And the business of these missing tomes does not bode well. Mumwepo was renowned for his almost preternatural ability to piece together scraps of arcane knowledge from the most moth-eaten manuscripts and bring long-lost sorceries back to life. If, as seems likely, Yayake delivered the stolen tomes to him, he may at this very moment be endeavoring to reawaken some dread magic with which to exact vengeance against the Sultanate. But without knowing which texts have been taken, we can only guess at his intentions. Hold on a moment. You did say the books had been removed from the guild's private collection, did you not? That all be praised. They may yet be away. Here, take this. It is the full inventory of the guild's archives, listing every manuscript that lines these walls. Simply compare the books on the shelves against the titles on this list, and our missing text shall be revealed. Okay. Do I have... Oh, I can't open it, can I? No, it's just there. Okay, that's not how it works. I see. Oh, I get it, I get it. Narrow gap. A copy of the Throat of Kings appears to be missing. Oh, okay, so this is not the role play that I had imagined. But that's okay. What is this? A copy of the Lesser Key of Thal appears to be missing. Imagine if they had like a computer that could easily identify the books that have been taken out. A copy of Thaumaturgy The Yawning Abyss appears to be missing. I see. Like, wouldn't that be cool to just type in the titles and be like, this is it? A copy of The Cry from the Depths appears to be missing. Okay. Is it done? Quickly then, show me which titles are missing. It is as I feared. All of the missing volumes are works which held a special fascination for our former guildmaster. It is all but certain that he requested them. Alas, I cannot speak for their content. What I can say is that Mumuepo will not have chosen them on a whim. Being a connoisseur of ancient manuscripts, he knows the worth of every volume here. The illuminative worth, I should add, though he knows the pecuniary worth just as well. As you may have heard, he became obsessed with collecting lavishly ornamented codices, frittering, oh my god, this person's language, frittering our funds away on gilded or bejeweled copies of works already in our possession. He would even buy works of little scholarly value, providing they were rare enough to drive up the price. By the end, the walls of his study were lavish with gold and gems, and he would stare at them for hours, wrapped in silent adoration. In his lust for luster, he emptied first the guild's coffers, then his own, being driven at last to the felonious speculation that would prove his undoing. I mention this because the volumes which Yaki took were wholly without ornament, meaning that Momoepo desired them for their content and not their form. I fear something terrible lurks in those pages, V, something which Momoepo alone may be capable of discovering. There's nothing for it. The prelate must be made to talk. The end of Yayaki's shift draws near. I propose we lay a trap for her. Lie in wait outside the rear entrance to the Colosseum. I will stalk her from the shadows, and when we have her cornered, we close the net. Oh, that's actually going to be the revelation of this quest? Yeah, there's a lot more sprouts in Ul'dah. What am I trying to type here? Oh shit, I have it covered poorly. You can still see what I'm typing, so I can't be toxic. Not that I'm ever toxic, come on. Heading back to the guild so soon, prelate. What? Master Kokobuki, prelate Yaki, stand accused of treason. The brass blades have passed certain information to me, which suggests that you have been conspiring with Mumuepo to incite rebellion against the crown. Uh-oh. I've been conducting an investigation to establish the veracity of their report. V here has been assisting me in my inquiries. Treason? No, I will admit that I have sought to meet Master Mumuepo, but he has yet to agree to speak to me. That's strange. And what of the manuscripts you took from the guild? Do you claim that you removed them not at your former master's behest, but upon your own initiative? I do, though I know it was wrong. I thought that if I could show him some of the texts that he used to love so much, it might help to rekindle the passion he once felt for his studies. By the time I realized how low he had sunk through his lust for gold, it was too late. If only I had paid more attention, if I hadn't been so absorbed in my own studies, I owe it to him to help in whatever way I can. Aww. This weight has been on your heart for a long time. I failed my master in his hour of need, but I have been attempting to make amends for it ever since. I've neglected my own advancement and devoted myself to investigating what caused Master Mumwepo to stray from the path of enlightenment. Oh my god, we misjudged her so hard. In secret, I began to study uh, careers of every new initiate, hoping to identify such corruptive factors. And so doing, I feel I've gained an instinctive sense of which aspirants will bring honor to our noble art, and which stand at risk of being lost to the void. Huh. And so you began to turn away those applicants who you deemed unsound, hoping to prevent further thaumaturgists from following your former master down to the path of self-destruction. That was mine intent, yes. Yet, search as I might, I have been unable to find any precedent for my supported predictive instinct in the ancient texts. Mayhap I have been deceiving myself, along with everyone else. Well, as someone who does possess echo, like we're kind of inclined to believe her, aren't we? The texts contain the accumulated knowledge of those who have gone before us. They do not prelude us from adding our own. The map of the void is ever incomplete. It is our duty to delve into its unknown reaches and bring back new insight for the guidance of future generations. The ability to divine a man's nature at a glance would make a valuable addition to Thaumaturge's arsenal. It warrants investigation. Can I rely on you to research this matter further? Should you find evidence to support your claims, I will of course require that you systematize the process. This shall be your atonement, and a fresh opportunity to resume your studies. Though the mistakes of the past cannot be undone, mayhap through the mistakes of the future, the mistakes of the future can yet be prevented. I love the hairstyle. Is this a Lalafell only hairstyle, or I've just never seen it? Thank you, Master. If I can be of any assistance to the guild, I shall devote myself to this research with all my heart. Aww. I thank you, E, for helping to bring the truth of this matter to light. Rest assured that I shall instruct the brass blades that their suspicion regarding Prelate Yayake are completely unfounded. But for now, let us return to the ossuary. It is past time that the fruits of Prelate Yayake's labors were shared with the guild, not only for the benefit of thaumaturgists today, but for thaumaturgists yet to come. Well, that's a nice ending to this. I'm actually very happy that she wasn't guilty of it. And this is actually the last quest of this patch. Windu, welcome back. How are you doing? Yeah, this is a copy pasta that's been going around, and I fell for it at first, but now I just fully ignore it. It's annoying. But they never say anything else, so I'm not sure if they're an actual viewer or just a spammer. I don't like to unfoundedly block people, but it feels like I might have to. Good morning and afternoon and evening. Afternoon for you. How are you doing? Oh, it's 10 to 10 over here. And I am tired but very determined because I want to go through these. I want to go through these quests. They are so good. And I don't know, I'm hoping to get the cap today, depending on how long the other quests are. But we'll have to see about that. I think in 2 or 3 hours I can get it done. Okay, so these are the two quests from the patch 2.5. One is thanks for your support, and the other is hostages to fortune. What is this? Is this the fisherman quest? We get a... Oh my gosh, we get a... What is this? What the fuck is this? What is this thing? The deputy postman wants you to slip into something more comfortable. What? What? What is this? When did you level a white mage? Oh, I leveled it off stream. It was too embarrassing to do it on stream. I have surprisingly, I have all of my healers leveled except for Scholar, and I'm gonna be working through my Scholar through Arcanist. So yeah, I did heal. And I have the same number of my tanks and my healers. Except I haven't even unlocked Scholar, and yeah, my Marauder is level 1, so technically tanks are in the lead. Definitely. See, I do play the game. I do somewhat know how to heal. I just don't prefer it. Deputy Postman wants you to slip into something more comfortable. Oh my god. Well, met once again, V. Since you've been such an obedient assistant, I've got a reward for you, Kupo. No drunkards and ruffians to contend with this time. Just rest and relaxation. Yeah, I bet. Tell me, V, what comes to mind when you think of Lim Salamanza? After pirates, wharf rats, and watered down grog that is fish, Kupo. And there's nobody fishier, I mean, in the nicest sense of word, that then Wawalago, the master of the Fishermen's Guild. Wawalago's been pitting his wits against the slipperiest fish in the five seas for longer than anyone can remember. Why, he's not unlike a fish himself, drifting along in the stream of life without a care in the world. Found any non-tank class you like? Oh yeah, definitely, definitely. Um, I let me just Oh, I can't enter the job list right now. I'll go through it. So I thought it would be nice if you went down and got to know him. Lay down your weapons, put aside your worries, and take it easy for once. Oh, and while you're at it, you can take along this letter. I mean, you're going there either way, right? It's like catching two fish with one lure. I do like non-tank classes. I did enjoy Samurai a lot, and I know you're gonna be like, "Oh, that's easy." Of course, she enjoys it, but no, actually, like the role play and the glam and the mechanics and everything. Like, I just had a lot of fun with Samurai. When it comes to physical ranged, I love Machinist. Like, Machinist is pretty much the only thing I play in PvP and Frontlines. Love it, and I do love Red Mage. I honestly do. So I have like my own choices when it comes to these. When it comes to healers, I can say that I probably was most successful at White Mage because it's easy. But yeah. So how do you like Happy? And in case you don't know, the Happy is this lazy little ass covering covering the chat so that I can finally not worry about what people are saying to each other. They're better than me when it comes to job completion. I do them periodically. I level my jobs when there's no more like new content or current content to do. Did you play a holy priest ever? No, no, not really. The only priest that I've ever tried to play is Shadow Priest. Not much else. Have you played? Come to meet the master of the Fisherman's Guild. Then I'm the one you want, while I go at your service. You say you're a practicing post person with a message mark for me. Let's have a look at this letter then. Here you go. A missive from my old mate Rorojaru. He's a trinket trader from Old Da, who supplies a certain something that supports and strengthens seafood stocks. Since we set some of his special supporters on the seabed, Fisherman's Bottom has been swimming with shrimp and groaning with gobies. I'd heard neither hide nor hair from him since the calamity hit. It's heartening indeed to know that he's hale and healthy. As it seems, the old dog's still desperate to do deals. Says he wants to trade one of his treasures for an infrequently found fish. Business must be bad if he's bartering his best brass for a bass. Honey wrote, perhaps you could do me a favor while I ready my rod. Roro Jaru's boat should be berthed down by the docks. Could you head over and hand him this note? I've marked out a map where this fish he fancies can be found. Tell him to meet me there and we'll do the deal. Well, we'll see if this is actually what he wants. Healing stresses me to no end in this game. I like healing in ESO rather than S. Honestly, I feel the same way. And there's a reason. There's a reason why I decided to level my healers off stream is because I realized that I'm just not a very good person when I heal. Shut up, don't laugh at me. Luna is like laughing because he hears me when I heal dungeons. Like I say things that like I'm ashamed of. And it's not just other people, it's also me, like the way I play the game and the way healing is. Like I just get mad at the fact that there's healing at all to be done, and I'm just not a very good person when I heal, and I don't want anyone to see that. So I just sit there quietly, disturbing no one except for that guy. But he laughs at me. Sometimes he threatens to record me, so I calm down. Sometimes. Good gods, must the sea be so damned wavy? My stomach's churning, my legs are like jelly, and don't get me started on my poor old back. Dal knows how I'm going to haul this blasted crate all the way to Fisherman's Guild. Oh, you've got a letter for me. Well, I'll be. Wabalagos agreed to my offer. I knew he wouldn't let me down. I could feel it in my bones. Looks like my luck's finally turned. By this time next year, I'll be a gillionaire. I love how they put an Only Fools and Horses reference in this. Do I have anyone in the chat who's seen Only Fools and Horses? Anyone? I thought it was a lot more popular show than what it really is. Apparently, no one who I talk to knows the show. I love it. But I don't know, loving it and talking to people who don't know it also makes me feel old, so Only Fools and Horses. He, he says, oh god. My god. Well, but look at me, getting all carried away. And I haven't even introduced myself. Rora Raju, purveyor of the finest silks, the most exotic perfumes, and the rarest curiosities in all Ulda. At least I was, until the calamity took all that away from me. Oh god. My whole warehouse went up in smoke, and my fortune with it. I tried everything to get my foot back on the ladder, but I was cheated at every turn, lumbered with dodgy gil, and ended up getting deeper and deeper into debt. Now all I've got left are the clothes on my aching back and this rotten box. Uh, I was just about to declare myself bankrupt, but then I got wind of a tasty tidbit of gossip that set my business brain in motion. There's this fellow in Ulda, you see, a real grandee. I knew him back when I was someone who knew people. Turns out he's got a thing for exotic fish, and he'll pay through the snout for anything suitably rare. Yeah, most UK shows are in UK only. Honestly, that show is very big here. People here love Only Fools and Horses. It used to be on our TV, and there's so many fans around here that just pretty much know the show by heart. And I've been watching it since I was a kid. It's like one of those things that defined my childhood. So I always get surprised that like people just don't know about it. I love it. That's why I thought of Wavalago. He's the greatest fisherman in Limsalameza and an old friend to boot. Plus, he's the only one who appreciates the true value of the thing I've got in my box. I haven't the gill or the skill to bag the kind of fish I need without him. Nor do I have the legs or the back to lug this chest all the way to Candlekeep K. But say, you're some sort of delivery woman, right? Could you help a feller out? I can't pay you anything now, but I'll remember you when I'm rolling in it. Yeah, you should watch Only Fools and Horses. You will not regret it. It's if you can handle the fact that there's no like good version of like the I want to say of the graphics um for that show, then you'll have fun. Like the show, it's about the dialogue and it's about the plot. The graphics are kind of bad for, 2022 because there's no such thing as like a remastered version or anything. You can find it, like you can find some episodes even on YouTube, but most of them are on. Damn, I don't even know where. Like if I wanted to watch Only Fools and Horses, where would I? How would I even go about it? See, I don't know because there's always some channel in Serbia that broadcasts Only Fools and Horses at all times, and I can just like turn on the TV and I'll probably find it. Thanks awfully for carrying this chest to me, Missy. Don't know what I'd have done without you. Actually, I do. When I turned up empty-handed, Wabalago forced me to start fishing myself. If you're short of something to swap, you'll snare the scaly specimen solo, he said. Mara, good night. Thank you for dropping by. And have a great, great night, and I'll see you next time. Let's have a look at this gift you've got me. Blinking barnacles is beautiful. See it shine and shimmer like the silvery scales of a sea serpent. The fish will flock to bask in the brilliance of a natty knick-knack like this. I knew it. The pawnbrokers wouldn't trade it for toffee, but to a master fisherman, my supporter is worth more than money can buy. So, do we have a deal? Can I put down the rod now? Fine, fine. I'll fetch your fish for you. The rarest rare field is Ray in the Rotano, subject to you shoring up the shortfall in the settlement with a little light labor, that is. Catch me a carp or a collie, or any form of fish you can find, and I'll honor your order. The shortfall? You mean the support is not enough? Then I'm ruined. I was sitting here for ages and I didn't even get a nibble. There's no fish to be found in this accursed ocean. I kinda doubt that. I dare to differ, my friend. There's shoals and shoals of scaly swimmers in the sea around you. Your foray into fishing floundered because there's nothing but numbers in that noggin of yours. Clear your conscience of all those money-making machinations and mellow your mind. Then the buggers will bite. That's not how fishing works, but, whatever. But we can't dally here all day. There's duties needed doing down at the guild, so I'll lay down a little limitation. Our dear delivery woman here will catch me a catch of her very own. If you've not netted a solitary specimen by the time she's tackled this task, the deal's as dead as a devil dodo. Oh gosh. Adrenu, thank you for dropping by. Have a great rest of your day, and I will see you next time. I keep forgetting that for those of you people across the ocean, the day is still ongoing. Wait, just recently found a really cute show on Netflix called Final Fantasy XIV Dad of Light. Wait, what?
Yes.
What's that? It's subtitled unless you speak Japanese, but it's really sweet. What? What is that show? Please don't crack your fingers. I will break them. That was horrible. That was pretty bad. Please don't do that. Anyway. What? I don't know if it's... So if I don't catch a fish before she does, I'll go home with nothing. Then it's all over. Good gods, I'll be beggared. The banks won't touch me with a barge pole. There you go, worrying over wealth again. If you're duly determined to procure this prize perch of yours, then ready your rod, banish that brooding from your brain, and focus only on the fun of fishing. It's a show about a son teaching his dad in secret how to play and enjoy FF14. Oh, really? I didn't know that there was any sort of show that, was really... I want to watch that. Well, you have your own Netflix. Okay, I'll VPN it. If you'd be so obliging, I'd like you to acquire me an anchovy. The local amends and one will fit the bill. They're common on this coast, so it shouldn't be a struggle to secure. Snatch one straight from the sea. What's that? I thought that was... Never mind. Snatch one straight from the sea or procure it from a purveyor. It's up to you. Okay, so I don't have to fish. I can just buy. Because I don't have fishing. Where would I buy Laminson anchovy? Is that a market board thing? Please let this be a market board thing. Yeah, I'd like to watch that. But have you checked if it's on our Netflix? Where is it? There you go. I just need one. Oh, don't mess with me. I don't need... 12,000. Jesus. Okay. Alright. That would be a fun thing to watch, for sure. What? What, the show? I see. By the way, are you listening to the quests? Are they fun to you? Is this something that you like to do? I've been trying to talk Luneth into doing side stories. It's been proving difficult. For someone who likes to do dungeons. When you've acquired your anchovy, bring it back here to me. It's up to you how to harvest this. Whisk one for the whales, or meet with the monger and pick one up for peanuts. Whatever buys your boat. Buys your boat. What is that word? Time's up, Raju. Our dutiful delivery girl has completed her commission, and you still haven't snagged a single sprat. I'm sorry, but the deal's dead. No, then I've lost everything. My fortune, my future. I might as well lie down here and die like a dog. Really, Raju, what have you actually lost? Dwell not on money and misery, but rather widen your eyes to the wonders of the world. Like just now, when you were focused on nothing but the fish. How did it feel? It was wonderful. For a minute there, I really felt like I was one with the ocean. All my material worries just washed away. What a fat lot of good it did me. I didn't catch a bleeding thing. Your financial frettings might have been mildly misplaced, but you've been a trader too long to fully free your feelings from the constant contemplation of coin. That's why the fish didn't bite. But still, if you drew some sense of satisfaction from it, I suppose that's a start. It's like the rich guy telling the poor guy that he should enjoy his job and not really be pressured about what he's gonna eat tomorrow. Like, you know? I mean, that's not how it works. Holy mackerel. I mean, holy catfish. That isn't a saltwater catfish, is it? I thought they were extinct. Oh, if only my client could see this, I'd get a sultan's ransom for it. Aye, sure as the sun, that's a saltwater catfish. There's some as say the species snuffed it in the calamity, but I'd heard word they were hiding here in the Candlekeep Cay. Seems the rumors are right. Take it, Roraju. Consider it a prize for your persistence. Do with it what you will. That's a first-hand luck. Wait, Wabalago, what about your payment? Aren't you going to take my supporter? The Chinese shorts the fish go crazy for? The star-spangled sublicar? Oh, those! I've got hundreds of them at home. Just remember, Roraju, don't drag yourself down brooding over business. Free your mind from fretting over your fortune and your future. And try to think like a fish. So not think at all. But if that still doesn't solve your sorrows, never forget that you'll always find friends at the Fisherman's Guild. However hard things seem, however low you go, when you think like a fish, your distress and disquiet just drifts away on the tide. Is he trying to say the fish are stupid? Was Wawalango planning to give me the fish all along? Gods, the man's a bleeding marvel. I don't deserve a friend like him. You know, it's a tough life being a trader. You can't think like a fish when you're swimming with sharks, or you'll get gobbled up. Closes your mind to anything but coin, it does. But whenever I deal with Wawalango, I feel liberated, like a great burden's been lifted from my heart. If I could only live as he does. I've had my fill of dealing with crooks and swindlers, spending every waking moment obsessing over my bank balance and agonizing over who's going to steal it from me. It's time I made a change. I want to sit down with a fish. I want to be happy. Raju returned the saltwater catfish to the ocean. What? No! Idiot! What? That was not his point at all. I'll throw it all away and start again from scratch at the Fisherman's Guild. Oh god. Yervi, I hereby entrust to you the entirety of the great Raraju's estate. The brilliant breeze. No fish can resist. Wallago says the fish take energy from its shining scales and copy after them. Helps them grow big and strong and happy. I never knew it before, but it's the same with people. If I'm to learn like a fish and set myself free, I need no supporter but Wabbleago. Oh god, we got this ridiculous suit. Oh, hello. Hi there. She's like climbing her little cage. So cute. Come here. Oh. She doesn't like me yet. We'll get there. We will get there. I really wanted to name her Cryo, but he insists that she is happy. Like, he basically argued that with me. It's like he's known her all along. He's like, no, that's happy. It's like she's been his friend for ages. It's like when a kid names something, there's no way you can change it. So now she's happy. It's a girl. I keep having to remind myself that. Okay, hostages to fortune. The deputy postmogul holds out a soil-stained letter, suspiciously blemished with beak marks. V, the very vassal I was looking for, Kupo. I need you to take a letter to Eugenia's spire in the North Shroud, the wood where your dear leader, that's me, was born and raised. It needs to be delivered to Mia Molkot, leader of the White Rams. Officially, they're an offshoot of the God's Quiver, but in practice, they're Miss Molkot's private army. The Exile call her the Black Cat. Whenever she crosses their path, they're sure to meet with an unfortunate end, Kupo. Truth be told, this isn't the first time we've tried to deliver this letter. I entrusted it to another subordinate of mine, a Delivery Moogle on his very first mission, oh god, but he got chased away by the birdmen and fluttered back, hiding his face under his pom-pom. That's adorable. He simply wasn't cut out for such a trying task, but who is, I thought? Who best to dispatch into exile-infested forest and explain the letter's lateness to the fiery, tempted Miss Molcott? Guess whose name sprang to mind? Here's the letter V. Off you pop, Kupo. Okay, I'll be right back. Just need to go to the bathroom. Happy is active. Happy is happy. Oh my gosh, I love her already. Alright, let's go. Let's go. I think this is the last quest of the patch. Yeah, that's the last quest of the patch. And then there's 5 more after this. So that's 6 overall. The quests are so cute, aren't they? Like, I didn't expect that this will be such a massive project that I'm working on. But here we are. Alright, is this her? That is her. That really is her. Oh, she's pretty. You seek Mia Molcott. I am she, instructor of the God's Quiver, commander of the White Rams, and bane of any feathered fiend who dares poke his beak into the Twelveswood. V, is it? What business do you have with meow? Apologies, a slip of the tongue. When I say with meow, I mean with meow. Ugh, not meow, meow. What do you want? Let me see that. Oh, how wonderful. It's a letter from Lady Philota. The woman's like a mother to me, you see. I lost my parents when I was young, and it was she who raised me from a mewling babe. Her son was a great hero, a leader of the White Rams before me, but he too was lost in the line of duty. Ah, but let me see what news she has. She says she's to visit Falgrode Float with her dear grandson. But by the dates she gives, she should be here at this very moment. It's strange that I've had no word of their arrival. Perhaps she simply misread her calendar. After all, she speaks of the future, but these dates are past. Tell me, adventurer, when was the letter posted? Oh my god, she's climbing. Look at that. Look at that. She's like trying to climb the. Oh, that's so cute. I love the things she does. So fun. Oh, she doesn't want to be seen. That's cute. Damn those incompetent Moogles. Never trust anything with wings, I say. Then these days must be true. They should be here already. I smell the filthy hands of those blasted birdies in this. We must send out a search party. If they came via Gardania, might they have been ambushed in Treespeak? A band of Ixtal raided the area, but they're usually too chicken-hearted to approach the pass. I have a sentry there watching their movements. Go to him and ask if he has seen anything untoward. Oh, and if you should happen to meet with any wee birdies, none shall weep if you snap their scrawny necks. Oh my god. Okay. Um, Happy is a lot more active than what I thought a lemming would be. Like I thought they spent a lot of their time sleeping, and she does nap, but like her naps are like 2 minutes or five. And then she wakes up and she just runs around again. I love rodents though a lot more than I love, I don't know, cats, which I guess makes complete sense. If you like one, how do you adore the other? Okay, there we are. Are they here? God's quiver bow. Okay. Squawk, wounded featherless one you seek. Find them my axe will. Hold it right there, you squawking scum. Squawk, good Garuda. Me a Molcot you are, black cat of the white rams. My life you will spare, yes? Squawk. You'll get no mercy from me. I'll rip off your beak and wear it as a hat. Oh god. Remember our motto, soldiers. All exile must die. Hold a moment, ma'am. Before I was set upon, I was watching this group of exile for some time. They seem to be patrolling this area. Perhaps he knows something of what befell Lady Philota and her grandson. Alright, I'll bite. Listen up, you beaky bastard. Answer me truly, and I'll grant you a painless death. Have you seen a lady and young boy pass through this area? Squawk, searching for white-haired elder and girly-voiced hatchling featherless ones are? Seen them I have. Attacked by a nasty beastie their caravan was. Ran from the beastie they did, all frighty and shaking. You lie. The only beasties around here that would think of raiding a caravan are you and your craven kind. Caw, caw, caw. No, no, black cat. Only the truth I'm telling. Worth more than mine these featherless ones' lives are. Then maybe a deal we are making? My life you spare. Your featherless friends I cash. Release them to you we will, scratchless and sound. A deal we have? I don't know if she's the one who would like honor her deals and whatnot. We'll just have to see about that. Catch them, and then hold them as hostages, no doubt. I say we kill the feathered fool right now and teach these exile a lesson, right we? Is she actually asking me? Rip his beak off. There must be some good in him. Let's agree to the deal. What if I say rip his beak off? What's gonna happen? Let's see. Haha, I like you, girl. But not yet. We'll let him betray his own kind first. We'll track him to see if he really knows where Lady Philota is. Then you and I can pull his wishbone. Listen up, Beaky. If we let you go, will you keep your promise? Squawk, spared I am by Molgot the Merciless? Believe it, I cannot. Well known to our kind your cruelty is. And yet walk free I do. Then on my honor, my word you have. With my headwing I shall speak. Your smooth and wrinkly friends together we will catch. Send word we shall. Come to the river bend northwest of here, and your friends we shall return. Amazing. Oh, how I despise listening to their feather-brained prattle. The fool knows nothing except how to delay his death with false promises. Still, I would have you follow him to his headwing, just to be sure. We shall return to the Spire to see if the other parties have met with more success. I love her headgear. Is this something that's like, I don't know, very old and has been in the game for ages? Like, I feel like that kind of thing will only look good on a Mikote or whoever it is that has like ears or horns or whatever. Okay. Squawk, come to play the black cat's dog has. The black cat's dog, what? For his life the sniveling wretch begged. No true exile that one is. By my own talons, punished he shall be. His craven promises never will be honored. But to what I say now, listen well, featherless one. Our hostages, your friends are, the old one and the young. See them again you would? Then do my bidding you shall. Within your borders we search. Unharmed and unhindered you will leave us. When done we are, and only then, the hostages we shall release. We lie, you think? Then the truth we prove. Set free the wrinkled one will be. Across the river you will find her. On the cliffs over fall crowd float. A lasting truce with you we seek not. Pains me it does to show mercy to the hated Molko. But our reasons we have, and our promises we will honor, if the black cat will do the same. Wow, the hatred between them runs deep. It's like, I like being reminded of these like old factions and grudges and stories. I haven't been here, haven't been doing these side quests in a very long time. Oh, there she is. So look at that, she really is wrinkled. Good morrow to you, adventurer. My name is Philota. Would you happen to be the young lady sent by Mia Molcott? Then I thank you from the bottom of my heart. I was traveling with my young grandson from Gridania, but as we made our way through Treespeak, we were set upon by an angered trend, and our carriage was overturned. My grandson and I managed to escape, but we were separated from our guard. We fled into the forest seeking shelter, but only found a nest of exile. They captured us and bound our hands with rough twine. I feared we were to be offered to their god. Imagine my relief when I overheard them speaking of us not as sacrifices, but as hostages. And then, without a word of warning, I was released. They marched me here, removed my blindfold, and bade me wait for Mia's envoy to collect me. I thank you, adventurer. But my grandson, is he still in the birdman's clutches? We must send word to Mia right away. I pray you, adventurer, return to Mia and relate to her all that I have told you. If anyone can save my grandson, it is she. Please do not worry about me. I can make my way to Fallguard Float from here. The guards there will protect me. Are you sure, lady? Oh my god, what if she like takes off and she gets taken again? That would suck. We would have to explain this to the kitty cat, who would probably rip our head off instead. That would be terrible indeed. Oh, not you. Lady Philota is safe, thank the gods, but what of her grandson? Was he released too? What? They plan to hold the boy hostage to keep my clothes from their craven necks? Their skullduggery knows no bounds. They say that they will release the child when they have found something. I spit on their lies. They seek nothing but our land and will use the boy as a shield to secure their trespass. Nafika is my witness. They shall gain nothing but their deaths. The birdies have picked on the wrong prey this time. The boy is the only child of Lady Philota's late son, once the leader of the White Rams. We are honor-bound to free him from their filthy claws. They'll rue the day they ever thought of laying their hands on one of ours. You can tell Lady Philota that Mia Morcott will not rest until her grandson has safely returned, and the rills run red with birdman blood. Go to the bobbing cork and let her know just that. While she goes and kills all the Ixal ever, like all of them. Like, how would we do the reputation if she just destroys every single one, regardless of whether they're good or not? That would be horrible, wouldn't it? That would be horrible indeed. Okay, where do I find Philota? There we go. Mia plans to rescue my grandson. Mia plans to rescue my grandson herself. That is the best news I could hope to hear. I cannot thank you enough for your assistance in this matter, young lady. I have known Mia since she was but a mewling babe, and believe me when I say that I have full confidence she shall devote every energy to rescuing my grandson. If anyone can rescue him from those brutes, Mia can. Near 20 years have passed since the day we first met, back when my son was still the leader of the White Rams. Before he was taken from us, a report came in that a settlement was under Ixali attack, and he raced to his defense. Oh, so that's why he called such a big grudge. By the time he and his men arrived, the Ixal had already captured the village. My son refused to abandon it to their clutches, and led a daring attempt to rescue the villagers. He finally succeeded in expelling the invaders, but their deadly work was done. Only one child emerged alive from the ruins, Mia. My son took the orphan girl under his wing. Oh, so that's why she cares so much. And taught her bowmanship. She came to idolize him as a master, and perhaps a father. But now she is twice orphaned, and the exile holds her master's only son, so that's technically someone who she would consider her brother. Son as a hostage, I can well understand her fury. But this anger of hers, I fear it may cloud her judgment in this case and drive her to recklessness. I pray you, young lady, return to her and urge her not to be too rash in her plans. I could not live with myself for my grandson's safety to be bought with friendly blood. Yeah, that would suck, wouldn't it? Because then, even if the kid survived, I don't know, he would only have the grandma. And he eventually just, I don't know, would lose her too and wouldn't have anyone. That would suck. Alright, there she is. Lady Philota said that? Even with her grandson held captive by the birdmen, she worries for the safety of our soldiers. Truly, the lady's consideration knows no bounds. But I fear the time for restraint is past. It sickens me to sit by while the birdmen prowl our forests, using one of our own as a shield. Their band has just been sighted from this very spire and moving northwards. Do you realize what this means? The dissembling birdies return to their logging grounds with Lady Philota's grandson in tow. So much for their honor and honesty. We must pounce now, before they escape through Proud Creek and... Hold a moment, I have word from my scouts. Yes? You have them in your sights. Then on my order, unleash... What? They send a messenger. They say they've found what they were looking for and will release the hostage immediately? Understood. Over and out. Dude, I doubt this. Did you hear that, V? The Birdmen say they have released the boy, but in Proud Creek of all places. Why, he almost would be safer in their evil clutches. We must go there straight away and find the child before something wickeder does. I don't know. How come she's so badass, but she sends us on these errands? It's actually kind of crazy. Grandson. Aww. He's actually such a young kid still. Are you a friend of Miss Molcott's? Thank you so much for coming to rescue me. Oh, yes, I'm quite alright. They didn't hurt me. Only my pride. I'm such a fool, stumbling straight into that exile camp. I'm sorry for causing everyone to go to such trouble to rescue me. Mia wouldn't have let herself get caught so easily. Nor would my father. I'm just thankful the Excel were true to their word. I overheard some of what they were discussing. Sorry, I'm tired. It seemed they were searching for hatchling of theirs, the young of a chieftain who had disappeared from his nest. They had followed his trail into Treespeak. They were readying forces to launch an invasion to recover a child. Um, to recover the child, knowing it would lead to an all-out war with Gridania. But then they somehow learned of mine and Grandmama's arrival and resolved to kidnap us instead. To secure the truce that would allow a rescue party to search unhindered. I see. But there's something I don't understand. When the leader of the exile cut my bonds, he whispered something strange to me. His promise your father kept, and so the same I shall do. And then they were gone. Maybe his father, like, didn't sacrifice one of theirs. Like, I don't know, maybe it was a young or whatever. Like, maybe this was like a, I don't know. I'm not sure. Young master, how good it is to find you safe. Is aught amiss? Maybe we'll learn about this, I hope so. The Excel were on the search for hatchling, so then they were not raiders but rescuers. We must report these developments to Commander Molkut immediately. Let us rendezvous back at Eugenia's spire. Come, child, follow me. I wonder if it's true what they say. Like, if skipping these quests and doing the whole quest line actually takes 3 hours if you skip all of it. Please, miss, you have to stop her. The commander means to harry the exile retreat and strike them all down. And you would stop me. Have you forgotten our motto? All exile must die. I know, but please, ma'am, I beg you to reconsider. This was not an invasion, it was a rescue mission. They were searching for a lost hatchling. And after all, they did keep their promise. They released the boy. Surely it is only right that we should honor our side of the agreement and allow them to leave. What agreement? Those were their conditions, and they only had the nerve to give them because they were holding the poor boy hostage. They invade our land, steal our children, and you would show them mercy. The only peace they'll get from me is that of the grave. Well, that, I don't know, it's just, that is sad that she can't find it in her heart to honor that. Miss, you must help me. Go to the bobbing cork and bring back Lady Philota. She's the only one Commander Molkut will listen to. There's something that bothers me about all this. If it's what that Exali chieftain said. Something of promises kept in years long past. If anyone knows what he meant by it, Lady Philota will. She was upstairs, wasn't she? My grandson is safe. Thank you, adventurer. 8,000 times thank you. How can I possibly repay you for all you have done for my family? If the money's good. I see. It appears the situation is more complicated than what we first thought. The exile that took us were a rescue team, and now Mia plans to attack them in their retreat? Maybe I overestimated myself today. And the hatchling with them, and only I can stop her? Perhaps I can, for I indeed have some knowledge of this promise the exile spoke of. How strange that their fates should be brought together again like this. The elements work in mysterious ways. Very well, I will talk with Mia. Would it be too much to ask you to do me a further kindness? Run ahead to the Eugenia's spire and delay her from taking any drastic action. I will join you as soon as I can. The path is steep, and I'm afraid I'm not as young as I once was. Okay. I just hope we hear the story about what happened. I'm pretty sure we will. But there were some quests, like last time we did this, that were left on a cliffhanger, and I did not enjoy that. Like, I was hoping that they would actually just, like, go and, I don't know, explain everything, but sometimes they don't. Oh gosh, I'm tired. It's been a long day. Alright, you're the last of them. Join up with the forward squadron and begin the attack. The poor wee birdies won't know what hit them. No, stop! What is it, adventure? Don't tell me you object to my attack as well. And so do I, Mia. Grandmama. Lady Philota, what are you doing here? You've been through so much at the claws of the birdmen. You need to rest. As do you, Mia. There's a story you must needs hear. A story begun long ago but not yet concluded. A story? What story? A tale from long ago, when my son led the white rams as you do now. A time when we found ourselves caught in the same snare as the exile did this day, as it reflected in a glass. There was a young girl trapped behind exile lines. The white rams put together a rescue team to save her, and prepared to strike at the heart of the enemy. The exile were surrounded, but their defenses were strong. All hope seemed lost. Until, quite by chance, a separate raid led to the capture of several exile hatchlings, abandoned in their nests. So both sides came to hold younglings as hostages. Oh wow, that's horrible. Threat was answered with counterheat, and both sides prepared for a bloody resolution. Until my son reached out to the exile, he offered them a truce and a promise he would return their hatchlings if the exile would withdraw and spare the child. Tell me, my dear, what was it the exiled chieftain said to you? Your father kept his promise, and so he would keep his in return? It could only be the will of the elementals that brought such a fate to pass. There can be no doubt. That chieftain was one of the exile hatchlings my son released that day. That's crazy. That's actually insane. It was my son's promise that lifted the siege on the village and saved the child, a young Mikote girl with an ink-black coat and shining eyes. My master bought my life with his? After 20 long years, the threads of destiny that entwined on that fateful day have brought you together once more. Whether you sever those ties now or tie them stronger, only your heart can decide. God, I hope she doesn't have it in her. To be bound to an exile, or to cut myself free. Alright, soldiers. Call off the attack. Send word to the vanguard. They are to escort the exile off our lands, but under no circumstances are the birdmen to be fired upon. Anyone foolish enough to disobey will answer to me. But, Commander, what about our motto? All exile might die? They weren't listening to any of this, were they? I honestly don't think so. Oh, they'll die all right. The minute they step their filthy feet back in the 12's wood, I'll snap their twiggy wee necks and lap up their blood, every clucking last one of them. Ma'am, yes, ma'am. But not today, huh? I did so want to push my claws into their beady little eyes, but it's not for me to put an end to what my master began. You came to me with a letter, but in the end you brought me something far more important. True compassion, the legacy of my master that I was far too quick to forget. There's only one thing I can say. Thank Meow. Aw, that's cute. What do we want? I guess it doesn't matter. They're all pretty cheap at the market board. But hey, we're leveling up. Gosh, I'm just so tired. But with your successful delivery, your reputation as a letter carrier has grown. See, that's the thing. I can't keep up these like evening streams for long during work days because I'm just so tired. I'm glad that I finally do them because I miss not streaming during the week, but I can't like I just it just doesn't feel realistic to go for ages. I want to be back tomorrow and finish this quest line and get the glam because we finished we are now done with the what is this 2.5, so we have 2.51 and 2.55. We have 5 more quests to do, and I know I can finish these tomorrow because today we finished like 4 or 5, and I'm sure I can get it done. But these quests, these streams just won't be as long as they are during the weekends because I just get so tired. Anyways, this is where we're at. Chronoris pays his debts and the Hazy Professor. Oh, these are gonna be fun. Okay, so they reflect actually on most of the beast tribes, and that's kind of fun. I think this is where I'm gonna stop today. Sorry if I'm cutting it a bit short, but we went for an hour and a half, which is even though it's short for a work day, it feels like enough. Today was a long day, and I'm glad that at least I got to play a little bit and catch up. And I will be after I finish the Moogle quests. I will be like my evening slots will be back with finishing up Final Fantasy VII. I am close to finishing the entire game, the original one, and I'll also be streaming Final Fantasy this week as well. Hopefully, I get to do the extreme trial also because that's one of the 6.2 things that I am yet to fully do. Thank you for sticking around, for watching. I hope you had fun. It's been a good stream, and tomorrow, if I don't borrow energy from tomorrow and end the stream now and go to bed, I'm sure I could stream tomorrow as well. So I would like to be back around the same time, so around 9 p.m. Central European or 3 p.m. EST. And yeah, as a little reminder, we have a new member of the family that you've been able to see today. She is very lively. She moves from like one side of the cage to another. I don't really have a good cam, but moving the cam around is a lot better than I don't know, looking at chat the whole time. So yeah, I like that she joins us. And honestly, when I see her being there, like I commented on it, and how she's kind of like my comfort animal in a way. It's like I don't know. Every time I stream and I talk to myself, now I just feel like I'm talking to her as well, and it just feels good. It feels nice to have someone around. But anyway, I will be seeing you. I'll be seeing you hopefully tomorrow. Like I said, I can never promise during the week streams like Monday to Thursday. If they happen, they are a bonus and not a habit. But I will try to make it tomorrow so that we can finish this and get the cap, and then continue with Final Fantasy VII, finish that game, and move on to remake. That's exciting. Yeah, that's it. Have a great night, and take care. Have fun, and good night. I'll hopefully see you tomorrow. Bye, guys.